Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on our Twitch stream. Because our break took longer than planned because we all pretty much got food.
We were hungry.
Hungry people are hungry. For those of you who happen to be tuning in on YouTube, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your run-of-the-know, Mr. Joe. We are about to play another round of Charterstone. This will be game 2 of the 12-game campaign that is this Legacy format. Although, as I stated in episode 1, this particular game is meant to be replayed with a finished board and even is double-sided on the board, so you can pick up a recharge pack if you'd like to do the campaign over again from scratch. Not a bad way of having 2 different versions of the same game, because they are unlikely to be built the same way twice.
Exactly.
That said, we're doing our initial setup for round 2. I gather you already shuffled all the assistant cards.
I did.
Advancements? I'm shuffling
There's a
up.
building or 2 in there now.
Oh,
A
building
lot of buildings,
5.
in fact. We did have some.
Where are the objective cards?
I'm
Just
shuffling them out. We did have a few screw ups in game 1, but you know.
Only one with the territory. Realistically, only one.
Well,
Start with the money.
Some of the things, yeah, and tactically, I would have only traded 1 assistant instead of 3, because I would have scored the same VP and kept 2 more assistants for game 2. The only game where you keep everything from last round,
Yes.
which, might I say, Grilled Jesus is in a glorious state by having 1 of every resource still in his stockpile.
Goodness.
Our objectives for this game will be build your reputation, have at least 3 influence tokens on the reputation track. Helping Hands, have at least 2 assistant cards. Uh-oh. And pay your dues, have at least 3 influence tokens on the quota track. So that's still one of them, but you didn't get your diversity one.
I did not. We also have the guidepost for game 2. Have the most coins and resources. You're going to need a wealth of coins and resources to build the village, but be careful. Everything in excess of your capacity must be returned to the general supply at the end of the game. Keep this card face up on the board at the end of game 2 before any in-game steps. Follow the guidepost rules to award glory and reveal the following options.
Snapple cakes.
All right.
And
And
that's
before,
Snapple cakes?
Snapple cakes.
Snapple.
and before we continue, for the benefit of our crew who are watching us on YouTube, I am joined by Mike Brown, who is currently off camera. Mike, you are playing what charter?
I am the charter of Kyuden Junko, which is the iron making charter over here that is currently being
Ironmonger.
pointed out on the board. I'll pop the board back up here so everyone can kind of see.
And what is your persona and persona effect for this game?
So I earned 2 personas in the last game. This game I am using the prospector, who I have named as Lady Hiromi. And Hiromi is the prospector, says, after using a building with a metal cost, I gain a victory point.
Now, a metal cost will be up front, which, like our iron market, which would be pay 1 iron to get 2 gold, you would also gain a VP from it.
Correct.
Next to me is Grilled Jesus himself, Justin Spearman, who may or may not be on the camera.
He's not.
I am not. I didn't move.
What is your charter, and who is your current persona?
My charter is Cheesetown, and I have
Cheesetown is represented by our current lack of coal.
and I'm using Deborah, which is the miner. And anytime you spend a coal, or anytime I spend a coal, then I gain a VP.
If you use a building with a coal cost.
There you go, sir.
You need to build a building with a coal cost.
Yes, I have to build one.
Well, I'm
No,
kinda,
well, he has to build one first.
And then-
yeah,
So, yes.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm your running the note, Mr. Joe, as you are usually
May have
very
heard
well aware.
Yes.
My persona is the carpenter, who, frankly, is just my original persona with a new outfit. I don't know which
I think
one
that's
it would
what
be
all
seen.
of
They all are.
They all are for initially?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if the personas evolved into different actual people. So she's still Mirialia. Because I went with a Russian, since I'm next to someone who went with a Eastern European initial flair. My charter is the Kindred Combine. I will be your woodmonger for today, and I need to build wooden buildings to make advantage of my carpenter, which is after using a building with wood cost, I would gain 1 VP.
Alright. I'm a gardener. I'm a gardener this time. He's got a great hat.
And you are yourself for the YouTube crowd?
I am still myself. My name is Larissa. I pop in and out like a phantom. And I basically do things with pumpkins.
That's Ralph.
It's Ralph!
And what is your charter name?
Animea is my charter name.
And she's going to be the pumpkin monger eventually.
Yes.
I am Dave the Head. I will be running Red Rover 2. I am the only person still using basic Marco the Hobo. So no bonuses for me, that's fine. Since I tied in the first game.
They did win 34, I think, victory points total.
Something like that,
Something
yeah.
like that. 33, 34.
What is there? Sorry.
And running out the
Chrissy,
line.
And I'm using the farmer.
Who has no name.
Oh, yes, I'm bad at names. My charter is the Good Feeling Strikers. And my farmer's ability is, after using a building with a grain cost, gain 1 VP.
And we do have one of those out here.
We do.
Spend a grain to gain 1 coin and 1 reputation. Because this is game 2, we kept everything pretty much from game 1. The only time we will keep everything.
Yes.
As a quick recap, Mike has 2 coins, so he has $2 to start with. Justin has 1 of every basic resource, so plan on him going to the Cloud Port a lot early. I have 2 assistants, the Longshoreman, who will gain me 1 VP if I place a token on the reputation track, and Zuli, the broker, who, whenever I use the Cloud Port, I will gain an additional VP point. Larissa has 2 grain and 1 pumpkin and 2 coins as her resources, as well as an assistant, Marcus the Sherpa. So whenever she advances the progress token, which is how we keep track of when the game will end, she will gain an additional VP. Dave has
2 coin, grain, lumber, and 2 assistants. I have Geppetto, the engineer. Whenever I use the Zeppelin, I gain 2 victory points. And Alejandra, the maestro. Whenever I grandstand, I may gain a reputation.
And last we have
I got
Richie,
nothing.
who has... Really?
Yeah, I ended that
Oh.
game with nothing.
But,
None.
but, keep in mind, you actually have 2 crates you can open because
Yeah.
you've constructed both your buildings. And for that matter,
So it's
Mike
mine.
constructed one of his.
Oh, we only constructed one of them? Okay. I didn't
Yep,
know
but
that.
I have 2 other buildings.
Oh,
He has
Yeah.
2 buildings he can build. Justin and I have 2 buildings we can build. Larissa has 2 buildings she can build, and 1 she can turn in for a crate. Her starter won't.
Yes. No, Mike
No,
built 2.
that should
Yeah,
be...
he built- yeah, he
No,
built
but
it.
of what I have over here,
What she has available.
Oh,
Didn't
she's
you
already
build
done
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that needs to go
You
in the
have a
archive.
2 crate size game.
yes.
Because that crate has been open, so that card
Oh,
is
it's on that one. Okay.
dead. Yeah, once you get the crate of constructed building, it's gone.
Okay.
And you
I-
have
yeah.
1 constructed building?
Nope.
set-
I have my original starter.
Yeah, but it's constructed so you can turn that one in for a crate.
Sure, I can turn it in for a crate.
Alright, that is all the resources we have available for us at the start of Game 2. That said, I believe we still roll the die to determine
We
the first
do.
player.
And since
so-
I was first player last time, I'll roll it.
Go
Makes
right
sense to
ahead.
me.
That is Mike. No,
No,
that
no.
is Jesus.
That's
I believe
Jesus.
it's me.
So grilled Jesus is first.
And we do go clockwise. Normally, this would also be representative of which charter you are, but Mike is doing
Skadoosh.
editing, so he's kind of
3,
mixed up with Richie.
4.
This also means the last turn of the game will be Joe's.
That gains.
Yes, when we go into the
Yes,
end game.
but
One
you
of
also
those.
gain 3 victory points, which I've got.
Okay. And that's
That was
Now,
an
right
immediate
off the
turn.
bat.
that's it. Bam.
Okay.
I wonder where you're going next turn.
I have no idea.
So for me, I am going to go to. I'm gonna go to the refinery.
The refinery, where he
Yep.
spends an influence.
Yep.
He will
gains-
gain 1 iron, and he
and
will
a
gain a
victory
victory
point.
point. And I wonder why you're going there.
You're up. Okay.
Put me on the one that we're spending influence. Yeah.
Granary.
Yeah.
So you get a gold and a grain.
I might not actually win this game, but there'll be plenty of crates.
That's true.
Oh, I will go to the grandstand.
Right off the bat.
Yep. Because I have 2 assistants, I will complete a helping hand. Have at least 2 assistant
Oh,
cards.
do we need to?
We do need
Oh.
to deal those out.
Oh, yeah.
No one's used the market yet. Sasha is back. She, whenever anybody uses the chart, or when you use the Charterstone building, you would gain 2 extra VP. We have the Shoemaker, which you pay an advancement card and the influence to gain an assistant, I think.
You get a. I think you get
a persona.
Oh, a persona.
A
Yeah.
persona.
How does that? I guess personas can wind up in the advancement pile?
No, you bring another one of your personas into play.
Oh, well.
Interesting.
The windmill,
has a different ability.
which takes any resource and will turn it back into an influence, which you can only get from the general supply. But that's a new way of doing that. The portal, 2 influence to progress the progress tracker. Interesting. And Hermes is back. Whenever you use the treasury, you can regain one of your influence tokens from the general supply. He's useful. And as always, you can just take from random from the top of the deck and get a random one that you have no clue what it is.
Well, I'm going to continue using the grandstand. I get what, 5?
5 victory points base.
And Alejandro says when I use the grandstand, I can put this on the influence. I've completed a quest, so I move the token.
Yep.
It's called
Okay.
just for instance, this is reputation.
Reputation.
Influence is the name of the.
Yeah, the influence of spending the influence.
So,
Just so we don't confuse.
hi, Dave.
Excuse
You can get your
you skipped
buyback.
me again.
Oh,
Why did you did
I don't know how I keep doing
too? I'm still here. Anyway, we're going to pop off to. Okay.
all right. So you're gonna spend 1 and 1 to grab either a building or an assistant, because those are the only 2 options in there right now. And you want Hermes.
I do.
So whenever you would use the treasury, you can regain an influence token. And Martha Stewart's back. Whenever you use the market, you may gain 1 reputation. I like that it's may because sometimes you don't want to spend influence.
Right.
Okay, now I'm going to kick you off of the grandstand because, I'm going to also say, hey, I have 2 assistants.
And gains you 5.
So I would gain 5 from that.
Do you have any bonuses from your people?
I gain
You may put an influence.
on the progress tracker, which I will. And I gain 1 VP from that because I put an influence on the reputation track.
That was easy.
Yeah.
My turn again, guys.
Early strike.
I would like a coal, please. All right, then that ended my turn.
Okay, I think.
Going for your building.
I think.
Oh, nice. You can actually build them next turn.
Let's see here. What does Martha Stewart do again?
Whenever you use the market, you may gain 1 reputation.
And Sasha?
After you use the Charterstone building, gain 2 VP.
Okay. So, I'm heading to the market. Let's see here. It's what, a gold and
And
a
a
good.
resource.
There's a resource. Here's a gold, and I will take Sasha.
We have somebody planning on building a lot. Then unlock the monument, where you can spend a resource and get a constructed building. I'm assuming we're going to wind up with constructed buildings
Well,
in this
no,
deck.
my understanding is you basically.
Steal a crate
I
from
think
someone?
you steal it from somebody else. To be honest, I'm not certain.
Well, it's not in your capacity for how many buildings you have.
But
Interesting.
but they are advancement cards.
So actually, they're going to wind up in here if we don't build them.
Yeah.
Because we have capacity after this round.
Yep.
So that's also
Grind it out while you can.
Yep.
kind of.
Okay.
That's fine.
But that's my turn.
All the
Richie.
Which costs what?
I mean, you're going to get 2 influence and 4 gold.
No,
So you need
I
gold.
gotta build it. And I
Field?
gotta start
Just get
garnering
grinding. Just get
resources.
Okay. I'm going to bump Mike off the market. I'm going to spend the 1 gold and the 1 resource.
What would you like, sir?
I'm going to get the windmill.
Damn, all you guys in the market.
And that reveals the junkyard, where you can turn 2 influence.
2 any resources.
2 any resources to get an advancement card, and I don't know what that symbol is.
Let's see here. When you use the junkyard, discard all face-up cards on the advancement mat, replace them with 5 new cards, and then gain one of the newly revealed cards.
Woo!
So that's what that is.
That could be really powerful.
Mm.
Especially right now when you know exactly what's there. Anyway, that was your turn, so Larissa.
Hey, you didn't skip her this time.
Huzzah! Let's
It's like Christmas.
Once a game, I'm calling it now.
I'm actually gonna go to fight.
Grazie.
And gain a VP.
Yep. She needs an iron. Or metal.
It's your turn, Jim. Yeah, I'm considering right now.
Consider faster! You know.
I'm super torn on what I should build and what I shouldn't.
I'm gonna help Richie out, so I hope he returns favor later. Here you go, Richie. I will spend an influence to gain a grain and a gold.
And it's Mike's turn.
Mike's turn. Mike is going to go to the refinery. I'm going to bump Larissa off of that. So I will have my victory point and my medal, please. Thank you.
And you spent your influence?
Yes, I have now. There we go.
Mike.
Everybody's going to the refinery. I thought you were going to put me
Very
on.
Spend
good.
your influence.
And influence.
Get a victory point.
Yep.
I'll go over here to the wood pile and get that wood back.
And now the game moves.
Want to help me out? You need gold, don't you? And remember, you can turn that into more gold later.
You need the market. That's what you need.
The hell needs gold.
You guys are super helpful here.
Not this guy.
Excellent. I need coal.
And I'm the first to have to scoop because of
I
turnovers.
skipped earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
I'm gonna head on over to the Zeppelin. 3 influence, right?
Yep.
Yep. 3 influence, the 4
Four
you're
items.
building.
4 items, and I'll be building the coal market.
Yes, you will. Okay.
And whatever that is. Income.
Income, which we still have none
So
of.
let's see what the coal market does.
The coal market, you trade 1 coal for 2 coin, and I'm gonna put it close to the actual market.
Thematics.
Sorry, guys. My fault. And
My name is Justin. I spill macaroni cheese and give earthquakes.
Do I give? I get
That's it.
5.
You already
You
did
already
it.
did.
We already did it.
Yeah.
Dave took care of it.
And that's the building. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm done.
All right, for me, to the refinery. I'll have another medal and
Refinery,
Refinery.
knocking off
Yeah.
Richie and doing Richie a
Here's
favor.
your
another
medal.
victory point.
There's your victory point.
Yep.
Go ahead, Richie.
Selling for 2.
The 2's over there. I
There you
will
go.
scoop.
Stupid loops.
I'm gonna get myself a pink.
Pumpkins.
You're welcome.
Okay, Joseph.
Going back
You
to the
got it.
granary.
I do like
I
the
can
game.
imagine
Influence
those
for
It does.
Especially now that we kind of got
1 coin and 1 grain, please.
Coin. Grain.
Bump you off there, Cole, please. Thank you, sir.
I'm going to head to the iron market. I'll get my 2, and there is that.
Your turn.
Right. Grain market.
Grain
Oh,
market.
no. One goes on.
Granary.
Oh,
Granary, yeah.
knocking me off the granary.
Yeah.
Spend an influence.
Influence.
Get a wheat and a coin.
Gold. There you go.
Oh, yeah, these rounds are going
Well,
I'm
they're
going
quicker,
to
but
get
progress isn't.
clay or bricks, whichever.
Larissa?
Oh, thank
That's how you build things, right?
Yep. So you spend 3 influence.
Then
You've moved this,
And that goes into
right? Does
Yeah.
the Zeppelin move it?
yeah,
Yes, building a building moves it.
buildings,
Okay.
crates, and what am I missing? Grandstands.
Objectives.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and put your building on the building.
building on the building.
And the pumpkin market says pumpkin gets you a victory point and a gold.
It's pretty good.
They don't suck.
Oh,
No, not at all. I'm
None
gonna
of them really do, but
I'm going to go to the grain market, hand over 1 grain for 1 gold and a reputation, and because I'm placing a reputation marker, I gain a VP. Dun 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 dun.
Gold for 2. Scoop. Thank you.
Richie will do the
Yeah.
same.
Trade you.
thank
I will go to the lumber yard, picking up some lumber.
And by lumberyard, he means forest.
Yes.
Because we may
It's a
soon,
natural lumber yard.
we may soon have a lumber mill. I'm going to go ahead and bump my own guy off the grain market. Here's a grain for a gold, VP, and a reputation.
You got it.
Scoop.
To the iron market for 2 monies.
You're up.
What was the thing for the opening crate again?
The what for the what?
Opening of the crate. Which one was
The
it?
Charterstone.
Charterstone.
What's the requirement?
2 influence and 4
gold.
money.
Okay.
So you can do that now because I think you have the gold
Yeah.
if you want to spend the influence.
You were right, Smells.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So put your dude on the board.
So. Charterstone.
2 influence up there.
2 influence. 4 gold.
4 to the banker.
4 to the bank.
Here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We move the doodad.
And 47.
Number 47.
Now this goes back into the archive, right?
Yes.
Yeah, after he gets
After I've
everything
done
for crate 47.
So number 47, we start by reading aloud card number 111.
Here we go.
Friend cards.
Uh-oh.
The rapid growth of the village has resulted in long days and little free time. You miss sharing stories over a drink at the end of a long day. The player who unlocked this crate may gain 1 friend card at random among whatever I pull out. Shuffle the remaining friend cards and they will go into the advancement deck. Whenever you have an unnamed friend card, you may name them. Friend cards give you a bonus when you use a building in a specific charter. Follow the instructions on a friend card to determine your bonus if there is any. So let's see here. Number 47 means I'm pulling out card 112. This is going to be gained by the player. So 112, you have the distillery. Turns out that if you have booze, you get friends.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Accurate.
327, which I'm going to guess is your new persona.
The brewmaster.
More or less, the brewer. And then
And that goes straight into your charter box for now.
315 through
Whenever you building in a
326.
friend card, gain 1 VP and $1.
Ooh. So apparently getting the tough upper tier personas are really good. I'm behind.
You get 1 of these.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Take
just
that
making sure I
random.
have all of them here. 315 through 327. No, through 326. Okay, gain 1 at random. The rest will get shuffled.
And I
into the
believe
advancement
because
deck.
we're adding cards, everything gets shuffled in the advancement deck?
We'll double check that.
I was going to say, hand me the
Let's see
rulebook while
here.
you're shuffling. Because that's a
Just
rulebook rule.
so it just says shuffle the remaining into the advancement deck.
We don't have an advancement deck left right now.
Yeah, I don't think it replaces what's already. I don't think you changed the.
During the campaign, several different types of cards, all the same back, will be unlocked and shuffled with the discard pile into the deck. So
Yes, but there's no discard pile at the moment.
So they will become the deck.
they still get shuffled into the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Th-
deck either.
There's no deck.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was my point. There's no deck and there's no discard pile.
So there's no
Ergo-
reason to scoop the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pull 1, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just...
And this becomes
Whenever
the new
you
deck.
use a building in the charter, and that charter is, I believe, blue, you gain $1.
Okay.
No. Whenever you use a building in this charter to gain coins,
Which
you
is
get
that one.
Yeah, okay.
so it just hangs out with
Yeah.
you and you get the namer.
Yeah.
Or him.
For it.
All right. Any other resolutions? That's
Nope,
everything
that's
for there?
everything for that card.
So, Dave, scoops. Sorry, Dave.
It's all right.
Couldn't quite help you out yet.
I'm not worried.
Let's see. What do I want to do? There's too many options. Too many.
Bring a friend.
We're just gonna go ahead and-
Grandstanding. So, that will progress that by 1. You will have the option to put 1 reputation over on the reputation track.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because I did the progress token, I did one more.
Yep. And is that everything on yours?
Should be, yes.
Okay. My turn. I'm going to go to the Cloudport. I'm going to spend 3 coins
Well, you have to spend the influence first.
Oh, yeah, because the influence is going over there as well. I'm just debating. Yeah. Do I want the reputation, or do I think that reputation's safe as it is? Actually, you know what? The reputation gains me a victory point anyway. 3 coins. So, I gain a reputation from buying it. I gain 3 VP for using the cloud port. I gain additional VP for getting a reputation, and an additional VP for using the cloud port for my assistant. So I just turned that into a 5 VP play.
Nice.
Cool piece.
It suddenly seems far less impressive, Jesus. Okay. Well, I am headed to the Charterstone. So here's my 2, my 4,
And
and I'm opening box 40.
well, you get what, 5?
Yep. Box 40 says open card 33 with the note that there are multiple ways to open this particular card, so it may get, if we have something that refers to it again later, it's already open. Card 33. Ooh, minions! Due to the village's rapid expansion, extra help is needed. You recruit some minions from the area. Whenever a new type of minion is unlocked, the unlocking player gains one of those minions. Unclaimed minions are kept on their reference card near the general supply. A minion is a type of worker you may place only on unoccupied buildings in your charter. All cards that refer to workers apply to regular workers, which are our normal tokens, and your minions. Any player may place a regular worker on a building occupied by a minion, but unlike other workers, minions cannot be bumped. They will remain on that building until you choose to retrieve all your workers. Minions you control both on and off the board are considered part of your personal supply.
But you can't bump a worker with a minion. It said unoccupied.
Correct. If there's a boop, we bump the camera. Sorry for
folks.
those watching at home. Yeah, if there's a worker there, the minion can't go. Okay.
So now we have a blocking mechanic.
Yep.
Blocking minions.
34 and 309. So 34. Minion quota. Affix this sticker, which has 5 columns instead of 6, to the bottom of the quota track
I need that.
on the board, and then place this in the archive. So that's going to rest right under the bottom part of the quota track.
So we have a new quota, turning minions into...
Yep, here, has minions. 3... Yes. Don't be shocked if when I come back, all the yellow minions, if we get any yellow minions, are going to be colored to look like the ones from Despicable Me.
Oh no.
309. Robots.
Robots.
We have
Beep,
robot
boop.
minions.
Beat it up, boop, boop, boop.
Whenever you place a robot or an opponent uses your robot's building, gain an advancement card.
You guys messed up handing me a sticker.
Larissa, help a brother out, please.
That was just got it.
And you gain that straight up. So
Yes, this is
what
just
a minion
mine.
token?
Let's let her do it.
We're going to find out.
Does it say to open? Oh, no.
No, there's more boxes. There are more things here for me to open up.
Thank you.
Okay, so there is that. Okay, 103 and 311. So 103 is next.
This is my draft.
You did
Oh,
not.
good.
Yeah, it's got less boxes.
I put it on our side.
They'll leave it. Oh,
103. I have a smithy, which going to the smithy is a way for people to get robots.
there you go.
Ah.
But I have to build it first.
It's actually looking like later games may take slightly longer.
Yeah.
And then, here's the thing: is it's the same number of spaces on the progress track so far.
Well, I meant, yeah, but spending the influence down.
311.
People staying away from doing things that progress the track.
Well, like now you can turn gold into minions. That's going to delay.
And I
any
get
progress
the
you
inventor
make.
persona. Whenever you retrieve workers, gain 2 VP if you retrieved at least 2 robots.
Interesting.
And then 310
There's so much to keep track of.
gets
all the time.
added to the general supply, which will be a new objective card. Divide and conquer. Have at least 3 different types of minions. Let's see here. Oh,
It's
and
going to be difficult to do.
open box 4.
Box 4 is more than likely minion tokens.
So here is Tuck Box 4, which has a variety of different minion tokens. And these appear to be the robots.
Silver ones.
Yep.
Gold ones are probably something different.
Yep.
They're pretty.
So,
None of them are yellow.
And don't open that yet because we don't have the building built yet to get them.
true. So,
But hey, we have minion tokens.
yep, I'm going to slide the ones that we're not using back in the box
Right.
now.
And just keep the others in their thing
Yep.
for now.
In case.
I'm actually rather low on influence right now. I just realized
But this says, let's see here. When a new minion type is unlocked, the unlocking player automatically gains one of those minions.
that. Oh, okay.
There we go.
So I have a robot.
And because of capacity, you'll always have a robot at the start of the game
Where's the archives? The archive is
until we
there.
get more
I've
minions.
got it. So,
If you can only play it in your zone.
correct. I can only play robots in my charter.
Surprise, surprise! This charter's kind of stacked.
So you gained one robot.
He did.
Yes, so I effectively have 3 workers at the moment
Which one of them can only go to an unoccupied building in his
in my charter.
Yeah, but he could just have it set in the iron
Yeah.
market and gain from the iron market.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah, but you can only do it once.
Yeah, it just sits
Yeah,
there.
but no, if it sits there, his thing says whenever a player.
He will sit there until I scoop.
Right
Where-
now,
where
he
was it
hasn't-
saying
he
about
didn't
the robot?
He hasn't unlocked anything yet. The inventor does.
The inventor's when he picks up. I thought something was about robots and.
When you place a robot or use an advancement, I gain an advancement card if I use it. But whenever you place a robot or an opponent uses your robot's building, I gain an advancement card.
Yeah,
I can
so
put it
he
somewhere.
actually benefits from putting something
Well,
out
where's
there.
an
on a robot.
advancement card?
Those.
that's some powerful shit.
Okay.
But he's got to
Anyway.
build that building first.
Yeah.
For all but my first one.
Oh yeah.
So,
That shouldn't be hard.
all right. So that's my turn.
So me.
So you,
Yeah.
yes.
What's the grain thing right there? Give me again. The one we're minute.
The one I'm on?
Yeah.
You spend a grain to get 1 gold and 1 reputation.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Well, he would also gain a victory point
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he's a farmer.
You need the gold to build the other building.
Yeah. I need gold to build another building.
Why
I
do you
also
need
need
gold?
gold. I also need gold to unlock this crate as well.
And consider I helped you out earlier,
Yeah.
so it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's not open minions, do you?
Yep.
So and I've got the grain for it. So.
That was the thing I was.
Alright, so you're going to bump me.
Yeah.
interested in.
Spend a grain, gain 1 gold, and you gain 1 reputation.
And he gains
And
1
MVP.
victory point for
And-
spending gold.
Oh,
Spending
but
grain
yeah,
from
that's
being a
fine.
farmer.
Or yeah, whatever. All right.
Oh, for the record, I should also have 2 more VP because I used the Charterstone. I have Sasha.
You are blue.
Blue.
Yep.
Going to the Zeppelin. Spending 3 and the 4 resources to build the windmill.
Okay.
So I have
need
to make a
do-
decision.
Okay, real quick. It doesn't affect what he's doing. I use the Metalworks twice, right?
Yeah.
I should have 2 more VP.
Oh yeah.
After using a building with a metal cost, gain a
Yeah.
victory point.
All right, so I gain 5 for that. 1,
The
2,
iron
3,
market you
4,
made,
5, and I
Yes.
gain 2 for having Geppetto.
So, do I go to try and build, or do I go and end the
I
game?
move this.
And since that one doesn't have a crate on it,
This one has no crate. What
Because
do
I
you do
can
with
get
it?
It goes away,
18
if I'm not
points.
mistaken.
it goes into the
just by
archive.
straight shooting.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Spend an influence.
I'm going to have. Well, no, I'll be able to build
Get
up stuff in my
metal.
capacity.
and get a victory point.
My turn. Bumping myself off the cloud port. I'm going to spend 1 gold to go ahead and get another quota. Gold's over here.
Yep.
I gain 3 from the cloud port normally, and then 1 more for the assistant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I gain an additional 1 VP for using the cloud port. Because of Julie!
Does the
Julie, do the thing!
Julie does the thing.
Oh wait, did we advance this when I opened my crate?
No.
No.
Okay, yes, yeah.
I need a coal, please.
Did we advance when I opened my crate?
I don't.
I don't
Yes,
remember.
for you.
Yes, for me. Okay, cool.
All right. That ends my turn. Your turn.
I remember that one.
The robot. Let's see
Can
here.
only go here.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the only place he can go. So, robot goes and gets me some metal.
That's every turn, correct?
No.
No. He's
No,
just like
he
any
just has
other
an
worker.
effect if somebody else uses that place.
Yeah. So if he goes there, then he gets the ore, and he gets to activate the ability of having the robot there and somebody doing something.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
I
And
wish
the
I
ro-
wrote one of every resource.
And the robot
That'd
never
be a
gets
little
bumped.
Yeah, that'd be.
The
But
robot only comes off the board when I
if you
shoot.
pick up, yeah.
Yep.
And you can pick up at any time. You don't have to wait until you have no workers.
Right.
Well, remember the windmill is pay a resource, get an influence back.
I forgot you made that one. Good to know.
Okay. Yeah.
What you up to? Spending a grain for an influence token from general
If
supply.
you're using a building with a grain cost, so it's not actually a grain cost.
No.
Right. It's not.
Isn't there one over there that you spend an influence to get a grain and a coin?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the one I'm doing.
You're going to the
Okay.
granary.
So here
To
is
the
your
granary.
influence.
Grain.
Sure. Thank you.
You scoop.
Scooped.
Placing myself on the cloud port. Goodbye, Bluto. Spending him, he goes into a discard pile, which we don't have yet, so I'm just going to do that for now. I gain 4 VP. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm done.
I mean, you could technically discard your 2 cards, couldn't you? Your 2 buildings.
Trading a
I mean, Zuli as well.
for
No, your 2
gold.
buildings.
Your buildings are advancement cards.
Gain of
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's a good point. It's a little late now, unfortunately, because we didn't
That
think
ends
about
my
that.
turn.
Yep. All right. So to me,
Wait, damn,
I'm
I would have
scooping.
done that. Why didn't you point that out sooner?
Because I didn't know what you were doing.
Would anybody mind if I did that?
Well,
Okay.
Because forgetting that these are advancement cards?
I don't.
General
Okay, all
question.
you do is just
Yeah, I don't care. He only
Okay.
did one thing, which was
I don't think we're so far
Right,
gone.
yeah.
Okay,
It's not.
then I will do 3 for the extra
doing
VP.
3.
Yeah. Look up at a build.
add one more VP.
And now we're over.
And now it's your turn.
and I got scoop.
I shall be doing the same thing if you hand me me.
And I had a plan, just couldn't figure out what that plan was. So that's fine.
These things happen.
These things do happen. I think I'm gonna go to the treasury.
So you sell 1 for.
So one.
Do you
and
have
you
anything
can
to give you?
gain an influence back. Because you use treasury.
Yes.
And you have Hermes.
Fair, pick them up.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Grandstanding. Reputation. Yes, I have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You may put a stone on the influence.
I'm good.
Is there anything else?
I have something for cloud ports, not for anything else.
Scoop.
Okay.
Robot time.
Yes. My robot is going to go to the iron market.
How the hell did I know you were going to do that?
Your turn.
Spend an influence for a VP and an iron.
I'm gonna go over there to that grain that gives me the money and the grain.
Yep.
Oh, which, by the way?
And
Oh,
here's
okay.
my influence. You're up, Chief. Now, if you use that one, Mike gets a bonus.
He sure does, but I
Okay.
don't care.
I will have Martha Stewart.
Can I have 2 coins, please?
You may have 2 coins.
And then go ahead and flip up the new card.
Oh, sorry.
Friend!
Friends!
For your faction, when you use a building in this charter to gain VP, gain 1 additional VP. It specifically says when you gain a VP, so it would be the pumpkin market.
For now.
Yes. That was your turn, right?
What was my turn? Yep.
I have to scoop.
I'm going to go to the cornerstone.
Charter. Turn. but yeah.
Charterstone.
You're going to the corner store.
Whatever.
And 2 influence.
And box 16.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
First,
spend
you
2
do your...
influence.
And you move the tracker.
Okay.
You guys got to do these steps.
So we are going to 16. Let's get you 52 and 255. So
One's a persona.
52
This is the downside. I'm not going to be able to get a persona at this
is
rate.
the Alchemist Lab.
You can turn 1 influence and 1 gold into 2 of any resource.
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty useful building.
Well done.
I'm guessing the persona is an alchemist.
I would assume.
One
It
would think.
stands to reason.
Alchemist.
You
I like
pay,
the hat.
You may pay resources instead of coins when using buildings.
Woo!
I insist he be named Gorman DeWolf. No, seriously.
I would
He goes
agree,
in
but
your
you know.
Look at the artwork.
Yeah. Well, he goes in your box. He's a persona.
There you go. For
Yeah.
people at home who, if you're a War Machine fan, you get that joke.
The rest of us don't.
The only problem is he doesn't have the mask, so he doesn't look like Gartwing Duck.
Ha. Can't have it
that's
all.
I think that's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay.
I'm in an interesting state of affairs. Do I try and rush the game out early, or do I attempt to get resources and reclaim a building?
Look how far ahead you are.
I'm going to.
It's a thing because the robot's.
Well, for the
scared.
record, if everybody but okay, hold on, one person. Okay, one.
Yeah, it would take a while
2,
to drain it down.
3. You're the only one not on the influence track, right?
But the reputation track? you mean?
Reputation.
Yes.
Okay, so if the rest of us all leave it at 1, we'll all get 7 points.
This is true.
Throwing it out there.
This is true.
Don't be greedy, yo. Ha!
I'm not against trying to
Get on there and come on the 7-point train.
Well, I will try and get around there eventually. So let's first though. I'm gonna bump Richie off of the.
So you're gonna spend an
final-
influence?
Yep, spend an influence
Give Blue a victory point.
and a medal. Thank you.
Go ahead, Richie.
All right.
Okay, so first, spend your medal.
Yeah.
Get 2 gold.
There's your 2 gold.
And
I
you-
get an
whenever,
advancement.
whenever you use a building in this charter to gain coins, gain 1 extra.
Yep. So there's you another one.
Yeah.
And hello, friend. Let me see what the friend does.
When you
no.
use the
I want
pumpkin
her.
market, you would get
Yeah,
an extra
picture, yeah.
VP because it's when you use a building for VP in that trade.
And it has to be in this zone.
Yes. What? I can't be friends with someone from your village?
From your zone.
I want her.
Larissa just wants to name her.
I mean, that's true. I want to
What
do everything.
do you want to name her?
Jessica.
Okay, well, she's Jessica,
Yay!
but she's here.
Flip a coin.
Another friend for his charter. When you use a building in this charter to gain VP, gain +1 VP. Which would be the refinery.
For now.
Yes.
So you done?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was me.
That was,
No, I'm
Well, no, that
asking
was his
Richie.
effect off
Yeah,
of Richie's
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, I was asking Richie if he was
Yeah,
done.
that's
I've got all my part of that.
Ugh.
Richie's got
I'm gonna
his.
bump me off that thing and do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Might
cool.
as well just.
Here's my influence. I'll take the gold. Thank you.
Where would you like to go, Larissa?
I'm going to Charterstone.
Okay.
So spend 4 gold and 2 influence.
What crate number are we on?
8.
Crate number 8. Okay. Crate number 8
Does a lot.
leads to more minions.
Oh boy.
So 33 and 30.
You need to build. Is what you need to do if
already
you want to
been
get
done.
minions for yours.
So,
I'm looking at it going, crap,
2
I can't get a persona. I mean, I can get influence back.
So 227.
And I might do that. Or I might just go and try and end the game early. Well, I have a lead because she's catching fast.
Go ahead.
what is it?
What have I done?
Legend says that the Forever King learned the secret of immortality by studying cats. So you
Perfect.
have kitty minions.
Yes! Yes!
And
I
it-
did it!
I thought the farm would get the cats.
And let's see here. For you, whenever you place a cat,
You're going to get moles or something.
Oh, I actually do. I'm not supposed to get advancement cards whenever I place one. I'm not going to worry about it. Whenever you place a cat or an opponent uses your cat's building, gain a victory point.
Neat. Oh, they're adorable!
So you automatically get cat minions. You get 1.
Yeah.
So let's
We'll
go
also
ahead.
get a building to build them later.
So here is your cat minion.
Peace. Yay. It's
Okay.
adorable.
Hey, get
Why
that,
am I
friend.
a cat minion?
228.
So this is the one that
We get a new potential objective, which is control at least 3 minions on the board. Team Builder.
So that goes in that pile.
And then 229, your new persona of the Cat Whisperer.
Heck yeah.
Whenever you retrieve workers, gain 2 VP if you retrieve at least 2 cats.
And let's see, 33, 34.
She's a crazy cat lady now.
She's got to
Yeah.
find the cat house somehow.
227. 227, 228, 229. There isn't one. That was it.
How do you make cats?
I have no clue. But she's got one. So,
You said
But-
8?
yeah, and it opens up. 33 and 34 are the same two that I already read, because that's the minion rules.
Right.
227, 228, 229. That was her minion token. The Cat Whisperer, her persona, and the objective. So no, there's no building yet to get cats.
So,
And you got a building to make robots, right?
Yes, but you have to build robots.
Yeah.
You don't exactly build cats.
Yeah.
yeah, so the persona isn't useful just yet.
No, the persona is
I
potentially.
mean,
And
using
that's
that
it.
persona will mean you mark it at the end of the game, and that's worth
That's
VP
all-
for the
yeah.
campaign.
I thought like
That's
I
campaign
thought
time.
it said that the only
Yeah, you have to
time-
pull 2 to get the
You
victory
have to pull
points.
2 cats to get the
Oh,
victory
yeah.
point, so she's useless right now. 'Cause she only
Yeah,
has
I have
But if
one.
she doesn't have another persona for next game, she'll
So-
use that
but
just to mark
anywho,
it.
it is your turn, good sir.
Is my turn?
Yes.
Give me a pumpkin.
Okay.
Pumpkin.
I'm not ending the game yet. Well, I'm not trying to end the game yet.
Oh, he wants a pumpkin too.
Really?
Pumpkin's a very popular song here.
Well, man, I'm gonna need
He's
a
got
pumpkin to build
pumpkins
it.
to build things.
Unbuilt.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
do
need
need
a pumpkin to build
pumpkin for the
something,
elf.
too, so yeah.
I'm just going straight.
We all need pumpkins. Okay.
grinding crates, guys. Grinding crates.
He doesn't care. He just wants the crates.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna need a wood. So some grain, if you please, or not wood, log
Ground.
rather.
Lumber.
Lumber.
And Richie?
Let's go to the Charterstone.
Okay.
Purple.
You get that back. You 2 influence and 4.
2 influence and 4.
Then
Okay, so first, give you 5 points. So you're up to 13.
Yep.
progress the progress tracker.
Right.
Pass that over.
48.
You've spent your your influence for
Yep.
that, right? Okay. 48. More minions.
I figured that.
This is where the rats are, and this is how you get cats.
I think it's meant that everybody will unlock a
3,
minion,
2,
given
yeah,
the
no.
minion card capacity. Oh no, that's minion tokens.
Yeah.
Like
Huh.
at the-
I might not get a minion card for later.
It's out of the. I think it's out of the 2 buildings you get, because the first
Well,
building. The
no,
big
I'm
building
wondering, is that an advancement card on the back?
What, the minion? No.
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 Okay.
Each person has their own minion.
Maybe.
I think there's 6 minions.
There were 6 different types of minions.
Okay.
3,
This card is going to give me a minion.
22, or
Yeah.
332.
Yeah, because well, see how it worked with his was his first building. This one.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
They got
'cause I
him.
threw my buildings into there, I might not get a minion type for me.
Well, that's
So your minions, good sir, are chefs. Chicken
Okay.
soup for the soul is considered a legitimate medical practice in Green Gully. Whenever you place a chef or an opponent uses your chef's building, you may regain an influence.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Let's see here, 118 and 133. So 133 is your persona of a restaurateur.
No, sorry.
And
Thought that was-
then, let's see here, 118.
If you create at least 2 chefs. Okay.
118
That
should
seems to be a standard thing.
Yeah.
be your...
This one, I actually have a name for this one. Toma.
And
That-
you actually get a building to make chefs with. You have a bakery. So you automatically get your chefs, which are...
Which, by the way,
Guessing these.
Toma is the name of Lupin Blue in the show. He is a he is trained as a French chef.
My pen.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
And here is your chef.
I have a chef.
All right, so it's my turn.
It is
Too
your
bad Chris isn't here.
I'm
Shout
going
out
to
to our boy at Dragon Con.
Charterstone.
All right. 4 gold and 2 influence.
Spend my 2 influence, my 4 gold to finally open my starter box. Number 4.
Oh man.
And progress the progress tracker, and I'll give you your
Number
5.
4.
Do you want to place an influence?
No, it won't be a minion.
Reputation.
Yeah. Whoa, slow down.
Oh.
So here's the box.
Yep.
Give me my. He did that. Give me my
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe you get a reputation if you want
wish.
one.
Are we going to keep the 7 train alive?
I don't give a shit.
I mean,
I also.
Do you plan on putting more on?
No, only thing I care about are crates. That's the only thing I care about for the rest of this game.
I'm gonna let it slide.
You,
Good
you
plan.
you have a brick market and a kiln that you can build.
Yeah, me.
I have to
And
sell
280.
So the brick market is spend a brick, get a gold and a victory point,
So it's the
and the
pumpkin
kiln
market.
is spend influence,
market,
get 2
no.
bricks.
And a brick mason.
After
Alas.
using a building with a clay cost, gain 1 victory point.
Alas, I feel like I've played game 2 not how they originally intended by chucking my buildings as advancement cards.
Yep.
Okay. Larissa.
That'll do it.
Let's see.
I think you may have shot yourself in the foot there a little bit, Joe.
Maybe, maybe not, because I'm going for the glory and the win.
The glory
Don't
of
forget.
the win!
You
Yeah,
could
but if-
place your cat
but
token. Oh, you don't have
If
a
you win
pumpkin,
one
so you
battle
can't.
but lose the war,
Get me a pumpkin.
A pumpkin?
A pumpkin. Thank you.
I'm gonna go to the pumpkin market. Give me a gold,
golden-
please, and I'll take a VP.
1 gold.
Preventing her from putting a cat there.
Spited you.
Jesus.
Oh, I might be bumped off, or not. He's going for... Oh, that's right. You're
I
going
need
for...
some lumber, please.
number.
You gonna chef it?
well,
My turn next. I'm going to... I'm going to bump my own guy off the refinery, just for the sake of it, and I'm going to need another metal, please.
In the late game, you're gonna have to spend almost an entire round just to build one building.
And what else do you get? You get a
I
victory.
mean,
I get a
it's
victory
kinda-
point.
Right now, it's looking like later
Anything
on
else?
there's probably going to be ways of getting
That's
multiple of
it.
a resource. We have to get
Oh
there.
yeah, because this is
just
that
the
alone
field.
is powerful.
Chef
just
goes in the
just to
field.
get the green.
Yeah,
the
just
grain.
get grain.
Okay.
I have to scoop.
Larissa. That's the scoop. I'm going to go grandstanding. Because I have that objective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this advances 1.
Yep, and I have no influence at the moment, so we will be progressing quicker toward that end game.
Is that it for you?
Yes.
I'm going to go there and trade an influence for grain and a gold, please.
Okay. Okay, my turn.
Could someone please bump me off one of mine?
I need some coal.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anytime.
You're up.
There's lots of lumber over here.
I need a
Okay.
metal. You gotta have metal to make the distillery. Gotta have metal to make the booze. Oh, no.
Guess I will just get a brick.
The cat is going to the to the garden.
field.
He's chilling.
I'm gonna mark
And
all of it.
You're up. So the first thing is you move.
so you would gain 1 VP that way. Yeah, and I scoop. I was reading what her cats do.
Yep, she gains a VP automatically for playing the cap.
That's the
Okay.
She did.
No,
Yeah.
if anybody
No.
uses the garden.
Oh, yeah.
No, she
And-
gets one for
yeah.
placing the cat.
Did we give you
Do
that
I?
one? No.
Yes.
Oh.
Like I should have gotten an advancement card just for placing the robot, and I didn't. But we were far
Well,
too.
did he get one for
Oh, right,
placing the
place-
chef?
right.
What does your chef do?
Whenever you place a chef, opponent, or an opponent uses your building. Oh, gain
You
one
may
influence.
gain an influence back. So do you want to regain one of
Yeah,
your
I
influences?
think he.
Oh, I never did.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're far too beyond me ever having placed the robot for me to go worry about going
Yeah.
back for it.
It is
You're
your
up.
turn.
Yes, it is. Well, I'm gonna have to scoop. So
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist.
You're up.
All right, and
You're
You don't
scoop.
have to scoop everything, do you? Or do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
It's scoop
okay.
all.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll go and get a clay.
Where'd you like to go, Larissa?
Come get a clay, buddy.
Max out
Nope.
pumpkin.
Didn't think so.
Let's see. No, I actually want to do.
Spend
Spend
an
an
influence, gains a grain and a coin.
Okay.
What can I do to give you? What can I do? I don't want to give you VP with the garden because the cat is annoying. Meow.
So first, advance the token.
all right.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh shit. Timbers.
Nothing.
I'm just trying to build a building, so
What do you need?
I need at least fucking like 3 more turns.
Because you need one more coal regardless, and
I need
either
one
a
more.
grain or an iron.
I need 1 more coal and 3 coins.
I want to grab a coal. Feel free to knock me off of it.
I would like a coal, please.
Okay. Well, I is going to the Zeppelin. Let's see here. I'm going to. There's my 3.
Okay.
Here are
Since
the
you-
4 necessary resources.
Since you've advanced the doodad,
Before you do that, let me put the building out. I'll get to that in a second.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm building the smithy.
we'll go ahead and give it 5 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are there any bonuses for you
Not
for
yet.
For
doing any of
placing
that?
No, this is the one for the record that you spend 2, you get a robot, and you get a victory point. So there's the smithy. And now we advance the track, which should be the reputation one if I want to avail myself of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will.
Get in the 7-point train.
So I'm in the 7-point club at the moment.
That's gonna move us, is it?
I'm gonna go
Yep.
now. Put me in the forest.
In the first.
Number for you, sir. Now, if nobody bumps her workers,
Wait.
she has to scoop. But she can also get a VP for placing her cat again later.
That's true.
That said,
But it's not like you bump her cat anyways.
well, no,
Oh, it
but I
just
mean
is just
she will
giving-
have to
right.
scoop, and it's giving her VP. Dave, want to help you out?
Okay.
Give me another coal
Don't forget
and
to-
put the tracker up.
The Zeppelin is for building, correct?
Yes.
Zeppelin's for building.
And this is currently the only way to build.
Correct.
I need a coal, please.
And it requires 3 influence?
Yes.
All right, that's my turn, Mike.
Let's see here. I'm gonna send. Let's see. Where do I want to send my robot?
You gain 1 VP for an opponent using the building with the cat.
Yep. And I gain a VP for using
Here's
something in that space because I'm a friend. Whenever you
Nope.
use a building in this chart,
To gain VP,
to gain victory points, yeah, I have to use the other one for it. That's fine.
which you'll do next turn, but
Alright.
it's not any building. They're a little less
Um,
powerful than that.
True.
No. Wait, no. Free full scoop.
My turn. I'm going to go to the windmill to turn grain into influence.
Marissa scoops.
Come on, everybody. We're okay.
So now, if he went to the windmill, well, first of all, beginning of your turn, there's.
Then it would no longer progress on my turn.
all right.
That said, I'm not. I'd like to turn coal into 2 gold.
Okay. Coal becomes 2 gold. There you are, sir. Jesus.
I'm gonna trade some influence for green and gold, please.
Green and gold.
Sometimes you're not there.
Okay.
Now would you like to get the extra VP? Although you
no,
have to
'cause I have
place
to
the
scoop.
robot. You have a robot. you didn't have to scoot.
No, I'm choosing to scoop.
Okay. I'm just saying, you didn't have to.
I know, but I'm choosing to.
All right.
You're
then.
up.
It's verbiage. It matters.
Read.
I just want to build a damn boat.
Charter? Or not Charter, Zeppelin, rather?
Okay, you've got your goal and you're sticking to it.
I got my goal, which is I'm ending the game while I'm ahead by a landslide.
It's a very simple.
And to get 4 glory. If I could somehow manage to
Right.
get 5 glory, it'd be great, but I don't
Right.
think I can.
All right, so
I'd have to
Richie's
be able
building
to
a building.
use
Building the
5
bakery.
Why don't you hand it over to?
Yeah.
Where do you want it, Chief?
Um,
You want to make a diamond?
yeah, make a diamond.
Okay.
So those two are just building away.
Don't forget to give him 5 victory
There's
points,
that
please,
back.
for yellow.
And the bakery is how you get chefs.
Yeah.
5.
Now, question.
Mhm.
If I had a robot,
Mm-hmm.
It goes in your zone.
Yeah, it would have to go in your charter, I'd assume.
no, that's friends. No, what I'm asking is, I had a robot, you wouldn't benefit from my robots. Or does that apply globally?
No,
if I
it
built a
says
robot?
whenever you place a robot, that's me.
Okay.
Your robot can only go in your zone.
Yeah, you can.
Right. So that would be how you keep track of it.
Right, of
I
whose
guess.
belongs to who. I'm going to the Zeppelin as well. I'm going to spend my 3 influence and my
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4 stuff. I get 2 more because of Geppetto.
1, 2.
And I'm building the kiln.
And did somebody do the progress tracker?
We did not.
Oh, well.
For building?
Okay.
Yeah,
You do
we
it for mine.
I don't.
We did for yours.
We did for yours. I'm
We
asking
did for
for
yours.
Dave's.
We did not do for mine.
Okay.
Can you replace buildings?
I'm
This
assuming,
gets-
I'm assuming you can.
This is going to get interesting if you can't, because then it's.
This is what we would. That's what I was thinking about too. I
Ah,
was
that-
oh,
that's
this really-
interesting.
Would I lay off or what would I do?
Maybe the forest becomes something
Thank
else
you.
entirely.
Yeah. Because the force is barren.
All right, so you're also building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Would you like to put an influence on the influence track? You don't have one, do
I
you?
want? No, I don't.
No.
Excellent.
Ah, good. So I can either keep the game going for one more round if I went to the windmill,
For the
or
love of God,
not.
push one of my characters off the board so I can build something.
Yeah.
You'll have another round.
Okay.
Well, it's Joe's turn either way.
Because I'm going to go to the smithy. I'm going to
First
spend
off,
2
that's
gold
one.
so that I get to keep a minion.
We already did Larissa's.
No,
No, this
his,
is Joe's because
Joe's.
he has no
Oh, yeah.
influence.
Yeah.
there's no influence.
I'd like a minion for next round. Really, what
Okay,
it comes down
so
to.
there you go.
Some bitch.
He has a robot.
Yeah, you're set up pretty good for the next round. You got one of everything you can hold.
Pretty much.
So for
The other idea was
me-
to try and get influence for the cloud port, but with both of you tapping out, I can't try and get an extra glory off of this.
I'm going to go to the market.
1 and 1.
There's 1 and 1. I'll take this friend.
Presumably setting yourself up for next round.
No, not necessarily. I get a reputation for using the market for Martha
He just
Stewart.
wants to be that guy.
I'm going to be that guy.
He wrecked it.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on
Reds
it.
is whenever you use a building in this chart to gain coins, gain +1 coin out of your charter. Which, right now, you don't have that building built, do you?
No.
No.
I may not.
So that friend is currently useless. Richie?
I have my mindset for the third game if this doesn't go the way I want it.
I have my mindset of there's only one building in my charter. Anybody who wants wood's got to give me something. Actually, no, it doesn't give me anything.
No, it does. It doesn't give you a
An
thing.
influence and get
It could if you have
a grain.
Well, no.
And gold.
No.
There you go.
He won't benefit because it's not his
All right,
robots.
it's my turn. I move this,
Oh,
and I will go to the windmill.
No, you
I will
have this
return
now.
grain to get.
No, you're
an
going to have one more
influence.
turn.
It's not over yet.
It finishes the full.
Oh, well, Larissa. Larissa will end.
You were.
Oh, it goes full
so
circle.
Larissa
Okay.
starts.
Actually, no, it will end on Joe because.
Oh, I don't get another turn?
Nope.
Everybody gets the same number
It
of turns. Who
completes the
started? You start. Oh, actually, yeah, you are.
So Joe is the last turn of the game.
Oh.
Well, then hold up. I don't need my influence back if I don't get another turn. Give back my grain. Are you sure? I thought it went one full around to the
No,
person
it
who
said,
wins.
everybody
so that
has the
everyone
same
gets
number
the
of
exact same
turns.
number of turns.
So it goes back to first player.
So if the last person moves it to the last spot, that's the end of the game
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah.
No. Well, that sucks.
All right, that's. I just needed 2 more times.
All right.
It wasn't gonna make me win. I promise you that. I was gonna put the building up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It finishes the current round.
I might have time for another one. Because that went by a lot faster.
I will
Yes,
then
it did.
instead trade it for gold.
Okay, gold it is. That way, at least you start the next game with some money.
Ah,
What?
that's a universal thing for anyone who's using a robot.
Okay.
And the reason I checked it.
Okay.
The reason that works that way is because we know whose robots are whose.
fair.
That's the top of the
And that way, the capacity is literally you start with 1 minion of
So then the easiest thing to do is that.
yeah, and put your cat up there.
Yeah. So it's not actually your card; it's
But-
part of the supply.
Keep in mind, there's no way of anybody getting a cat minion, so your 1 cat minion is a really
now.
good keep for your capacity for now.
Sure. Your turn, Joe.
You in the game, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well, Larissa
I would
ended
get
it.
wood so I can decide between
Okay.
wood and coal. So I actually have a play. My play is a
First
non-play.
That
Okay,
is the game.
before in a game, I believe that resolves.
Yes, it
Which
does.
I believe I won.
Well,
It had the most resources and most.
Well, let's see what it does first.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to scratch that off and everything.
Goodness.
And hand me the rule book in case we have more rules to add.
Yep.
This
There
way it's
you
just a
go.
little easier.
Yep. There you go.
Again, I have a percentage.
I do appreciate the fact that the metal coins they included are sufficient to actually scrape the crap off the cards.
Okay.
All right. So,
First off, the
Okay.
guidepost rule. The guidepost aim was what? Most resources in gold?
well, no, hold on a second. Well, yeah, it's called have the most resources
Yeah,
in gold.
and then the option triggers. He has a lot of resources and gold. I think he gains the extra glory for the point for that.
Well, just
well,
read
see
the
what
card.
does it say?
Well, he's going to have a choice depending on who has the most.
I
Okay,
have 2
um,
gold
so-
and 7 resources.
He gains
So
1
anyone
glory
have-
regardless, and then he has an option.
If you would like a bonus, basically, here's what it's going to amount to. We need to first know. First thing we need to know is we need to know who actually has the most coins and resources. That's him.
Right.
So you have a choice to make. If you would like a bonus for all the coins you have collected, we will open crate A. Which is the Angry King option. If you would like the Happy King option and would like a bonus for all of the resources you've collected, we will open crate B. Would you rather A or B?
He has more resources. You get a bonus for every resource.
I'm gonna go for the happy, the one with
Okay.
the resources.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if
So-
it's one for everyone, but it's...
You gain 1 glory for being basically the guy to choose. That's
Yep.
from the rule book.
Yep.
Then whatever bonus you get from this.
Okay.
So this
Crate
is
A.
going to be crate A. Card 1.
Glory, not victory point.
I know. I'm just I got 1 glory from that too. So that's
Well,
wasting
we're going to wait for that until we get done scoring.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out for myself.
So,
Just remember, your glory is +1. Yeah, if people didn't start trying to close it out, I was going to try and gain resources, but
That's why I just
You-
went.
well,
I went
I
for the
mean-
last ditch effort if I want the damn guidepost.
I'm going to put this here for the moment to,
oh, that's
to
what.
show that you
Yeah,
have
that's
that.
for the glory.
The Forever King is happy to hear that you want to support the Eternal City with raw resources. Oddly, when you try to take the resources to the Eternal City, you find that there is an invisible barrier preventing you from leaving it.
What?
After extracting all cards from Crate B from the index, use those cards to follow these instructions in order. Some rule cards replace older versions that are in the Chronicle, affix newer rules on top. Updates on the updated rules are marked with a red arrow. Okay, so
Sorry, guys.
Curious.
after extracting all, follow through. Okay. Let's see. So all cards for this are going to be 25 through 27. So that's these. And see instructions will tell me to open 141. Okay. So the new rules will be the new end of game rules.
Okay.
New end of game rules will include the following. So in addition to its regular guidepost rule, regular end game scoring, regular glory, regular winner. Non-winners will increase the capacity for one type of component on your chest.
Ouch! I'm getting burned from this win after all.
Mark all personas you used, and based on your capacity, keep some components and discard the rest into the general supply. The remaining rules stay the same.
Okay. We'll go through in the game together in a moment. He's going to keep reading.
The next one is for inactive charters. To keep the village growing at a steady pace, follow these steps once per inactive charter with at least one open plot in order. Shuffle the advancement deck. So basically, these are rules which I'm not going to bother reading the entire thing because it's for having less
Inactive
than 5
charters,
players.
which we don't have.
Right. Setup and general supply. Create piles of coins. So the new ones are step 4 is guidepost. Replace the current guidepost on the board. First player remains in personal supply. From your charter chest, select one persona card. Place all of your advancement cards face up, worker meeples, 12 influence tokens, and put your VP on 0. Ongoing glory bonus in reverse player order. Gain any bonuses for the completed rows on your glory charter chest. So that's now rule 4. Okay, so here we go.
Now I feel bad because that capacity would have been huge.
Action. Each player, not just Cheezus, gains 1 VP for every remaining resource. So you gain 7 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You.
I gain none.
You.
2.
1, 2. You.
None.
You. 1.
1.
And I have
you
2.
gain 2.
1, 2.
Follow the instructions for the end of the game, starting with step 2. We will add them to the chronicle, and then guidepost. Read this card to all players. So,
Okay.
and that is story 6. So we're going to finish the end of game stuff, and
Let me put this on real quick.
card 401 will be our next guidepost.
This is interesting.
Well, I should have went with the English. Now I want to see what the English is.
Okay.
Maybe if you play the game again.
All right. So, starting from 2. In player order, starting with you, gain VP for reputation and persona cards that have an hourglass. Your reputation got you 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there's a 3-way tie for a 4-way tie.
Yep.
For yeah. Mike gets 7.
Yep.
He's blue.
I'm blue.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's 4
You
points.
get
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I get 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then purple gets 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I get 10, so I'm at 45. I know, right? It's like I had the point of I'm going to get 4 glory from this. 3. Glory. Each player gains glory based on their position on the VP track. Starting with you, you get 2 plus 1 for the guidepost.
Yep.
So you'll get 3 that you
get
assign.
3 glory.
Mike,
Mm-hmm.
you get 2.
Yep.
2, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
4. It's like I had a goal, and I achieved.
I'm 4 shy of completing my first one.
Well, here's the irony. I went to go increase my capacity, not realizing that everybody else would be increasing their capacity naturally this game. But I will also gain a victory.
So that means we get to leave with 2 resources. We need to start the next game with 2 resources, 2 coins. 2
No, you get
No,
to
you
pick,
get
you pick
one
one of
of-
those to fill in, and it becomes your next one.
Like you
I'll
could,
wait till we get to that.
Yes.
for
Can
you,
I borrow your pen?
you're going to be keeping at least one of these. At least one of these.
Well, I
At
know
least
where
one of
all
these. You can choose to keep another. I get a robot. That's important for me because that was also another goal when I realized, hey, I can get a robot.
Yep. So there is my minion. There is my gold. I have no resources.
Don't forget to mark the persona you used. So
Yep.
fill that in with black.
And doesn't that change the way the persona...
Well, no, it just
You
it-
get
No, it
something for blacking it in this turn.
Yep.
I don't remember what you get.
it's for the campaign.
At the
It's at
end
the
of the campaign,
you get
you
extra
get
points.
victory points for every persona you use, basically. After the starter one. So, like, next game, I'm in the hole. I don't have another persona.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to name him.
And I am going to choose to keep an extra advancement card.
I chose to keep resource. I don't know if that matters.
Well, it means you will start the next game with 2 resources.
May I borrow that pen?
Pen.
2 of the resources that were left over from the previous
Yes.
game, correct?
Yes.
But then I'm going to go ahead and give back my other resources that I'm not.
So we all get to add 1 to our capacity.
Yes.
I need to.
Joe does not because Joe is a winner.
But I have a victory for the end of the campaign.
Yes, you do.
Non-winners are the only ones that are supposed to color this out, correct?
No.
No, everybody.
Anyone
does
that
persona.
used it does that.
Yeah. It's the capacity thing that.
I don't
Are we
care.
going to try to get in another game? I have time for it.
I have no problem with that.
Another game would be fine by me.
Okay.
That
I
went
do
a
need to
lot
mark for
faster than I
victory.
thought it would.
I get.
Before we,
How many glories?
you get 2.
You have 2.
Before we end,
Mm-hmm.
we have to decide what we're keeping.
Yes.
I've already done so.
So I'm gonna keep 2. So that's these 2. If you don't keep these,
They go into the general supply. They will go into the general supply.
Oh, so they don't go into your box.
Nope.
No, because they are advancement cards. Okay.
Well,
So I don't have another persona. I get to keep 1 advancement card, 1 minion,
Oh,
1 resource, and I will choose coal. So that wood goes back to the general supply, and 1 coin.
Okay.
I chose to keep the alchemist. So I have 2 coal and 1 coin.
Actually, you know what? I will keep the wood in hopes I get the
Pass me the
wood.
chef. That's my chef.
Your chef.
Is
There's your chef.
everybody
Like,
done with the
You
VP?
could keep.
So,
keep my chef.
folks.
yes.
All right, folks, that will wrap it up for this episode on YouTube. If you're with us on Twitch, we're going to be playing another game, so give us a moment to reset and all that.
Yep.
But for you YouTube folks, thank you for joining us for Game 2 of Charterstone. I pulled out a victory in a fashion that I kind of planned from the get-go and pulled off.
One of those Pyrrhic victories, however.
Pyrrhic, perhaps, in the sense of I lost all my starter buildings, but at the same time, I got 4 glory. And while I didn't know what was about to happen with the whole guidepost thing, I'm happy about that because I'm 3 glory away from finishing one of the bigger rows, which is gain a capacity.
But yeah,
Oh, the irony. But for Rage Quit Radio, I'm your runner in the know, Mr. Joe. We all say a fun, happy farewell, or waves,
Au
or
revoir.
something.
Hi.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you next time on YouTube for Rage Quit Radio.
I love you.